Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video, guys. This is what is it, Saturday today? Yeah, Saturday. Guys, in this video, very quick video, I want to basically get you to understand how much money you are losing right now. Okay? Now, not from the perspective of, there's a marketing technique. Okay? There's a marketing technique. I'll be honest with you guys. That basically tells you this is how much money you've lost in the blah, blah, blah years and everything, right? To get you to like, oh my God, I'm losing money. I need to do something about it. This is not it. Again, you guys know me. I'm a very practical guy, okay? So I want you to put a number on this thing, like an actual number that matters to you, right? And then you will then be able to compare that number with finding a solution. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to go and give you like a random number. You're going to calculate this number. This is how it's going to work. Okay? So let's do this. So what I want you to do to understand is there's a concept that you need to understand is about 80% of people who are going to click on your buy button are going to abandon the cart. About 80%. Like, it's ridiculous. 80%. All right? They abandon the cart. So what I want you to do is look at your own numbers. How many people abandon that cart? Now, there are many reasons. We could do a whole video about why people abandon the cart and blah, 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 etc. But here's what happens very often, okay? And we discussed this yesterday. This is what happens in a lot of cases. So a percentage of these people who abandoned the cart, this is what they did. They saw your stuff. They clicked on buy now. Now they have the cart. They see the price. And they're like, do I want to give this money to this person? And they're going to look you up. Okay? So I cannot tell you the exact percentage of it, but whatever number that you see, so go check your reports, and then you can see how many abandoned carts you have, and then how much you sell your product. So let's say, for example, 80%. You have like, let's say you have like 100, because my math is terrible. Let's say you have 100 people who abandon the cart. Okay, so you multiply this by the price of your product. So let's say your product is $1,000. Okay? No, now we're talking with like 100 grand, and then this becomes like a video where I'm selling you, So let's say let's say your product is $100, and you have 100 people who abandon it. So you right there you have 10 grand sitting there. Okay? 10 grand that you could have made. Okay? Now, there are many reasons why people abandon a cart. So I'm not saying that all of them, 100% of those people, they would have looked you up and do blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now let's assume that just even 10% of those people, this is what they did. They said, hey, I don't know if I want to give this money to that Martin dude. I don't know him. Let me go and check him out. All right? So now we're at $1,000. Okay? That's $1,000 that people would have checked. And they would have been, hey, you know what? Here's my money, my man. Okay? $1,000. This is $1,000 per month. $12,000 per year for life. Okay? In this basic example, right? So again, I'm giving you a conservative example, realistic, but I want you to go out and build your own, right? Again, I could have given you, you have $1 million sitting in your cart. No, right? What is that number? Okay? Now calculate that number. Now you compare that number with getting a solution, right? How much would you be ready to pay to have $1,000 every month that you can recoup from those people who abandon your cart? All right? And what if you had a one-time cost to do this, and then you can do this for life? That's how I want you to look at this stuff. All right? Again, there's one thing about me that I take pride in is I'm down to earth. I'm not a smooth talker and stuff. I'm a doer. I'm a demonstrator. I'm an executioner. I execute. When I get results, I show you the results. And then that's for me is the ultimate proof. It's the ultimate trust. Okay? Me, I trust people who've done it, right? And who've done it multiple times, at least twice. Okay? And maybe we're gonna touch base on that tomorrow. Okay? But yeah, so I want you to do this exercise. Okay? What is this number? And maybe you don't actually track this number. You should. You definitely should track it. But that's the average. And actually, you know what? Let me go on Google. We're gonna ask Google, right? So global average abandoned shopping cart. All right. Okay. So sorry, I got a little bit carried away there. So I will give you the actual numbers. So global average for shopping carts, 70%. Okay, 70%. Forget what I said about 80%. I'm a marketer, so I like to exaggerate things. But these are the numbers. Okay. Again, I don't want to make anything up, right? I want to be as truthful and helpful as possible for you guys. Okay. So 70%. 70% of people who are going to see your shopping cart are going to abandon it, all right? And then, the math that I just gave you, it's kind of like the same. We take 10% of those people. So that's my question to you is, do you want to be able to recoup those 10%? Maybe it's more. I don't know. Maybe it's 10%, maybe it's 15. I don't know, okay? But at least this, like make this calculation in your head so that you can make an educated decision as to whether or not you want this stuff, yes or no. Because my job is not to convince you. I believe that nobody can convince you. You have to convince yourself that you want this, because otherwise it's like external pressure. So you basically run your numbers, you look at your objectives, and if it makes sense for you, then I have a solution for you that can help you. Now, if you are convinced, and I don't need to convince you, I just show you what is possible for someone who is not a brand ambassador or something, doesn't know about branding, what is possible, and in the time frame that I did it. Okay? This is what I have. Now, the question of whether or not you want it is not me. I don't have to shove it down your throat. It's you. You have to decide, do I want this, yes or no? And why. So now I can show you my thought process of how I will rationalize this thing and come to a decision. So but again, this is me, right? Now you need to find your own, all right? Because at the end of the day, what you want, and we're gonna go back to this stuff, is when people like abandon the cart and they look you up, they will see something like this. And they will see, wow, this guy is the real deal, all right? And this guy, very soon, I think Google is deploying that pretty much everywhere, right? But they're going to see that this guy is like a public figure, right? So it does build trust. Let's be honest, right? Okay, I'm going to be honest here. This doesn't mean that you are, oh my God. Okay, let me try and fix this. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the image is going to be a little bit distorted. Try and fix the stuff. Yeah, so it's not saying that you are the most competent person in the world, okay? So you have to have the integrity afterwards. If you have something like this, you have to be able to deliver. You have to be good, okay? I'm just going to be honest, right? Someone could have something like this, and they could be terrible and absolute, a disaster, right? So what it does, and just being realistic, is in the mind of people, they're going to trust you. Now you have to deliver afterwards. I cannot do this for you, okay? Well, I can, I have, later down the road, I can show you what I do, how I deliver, how I maintain high quality and stuff like that. You can learn that stuff. But again, there is integrity in this stuff. Is you have to like walk the walk afterwards. You know what I mean? But just be realistic. This is what's going to happen. And if people see that, they see like public figure, they see blah, 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 it immediately will build trust. It will increase your conversion rates. Okay? So anyway, so what I have for you guys is this. You want that methodology? This methodology that will allow you to basically, with 3 days, like 7 days, I'll say 7 days because I take a margin. I don't know how fast you are, if you have kids, if you have blah, 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 I don't know. But I'll say reasonably 7 days. Everything that needs to be implemented is implemented. And then afterwards, within months, maybe like 3 months or something, you have a chance to have the same thing. Okay? That's what I have. What it's going to do for you is going to help you in those cases. It like recoup a sizable percentage of people abandoning your cart, right? Because think about it. These people were inches away from giving you money, right? They went all the way to the shopping cart and they didn't give you the money. You can get that money back. And you can get that money back for life, right? By working like 1 week. You know, do you want it? Yes or no? So if you do, how to get it? Comment. Comment integrity. Yeah, comment integrity here, which means that you've seen my video, right? And you haven't just read the caption. Comment integrity. I will know who are my real people, who are the people who took time out of their day to listen to me blab, okay? And then I will get in touch with you guys. So what I have, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I have a mini course, very, very fast, okay? I'm not the guy, I'm not going to give you like a 6 months course where you don't see results. It's super fast, okay? Where I'm going to teach you my method, the method that I use myself as a non-branding guy to be able to do this, okay? And it's available until Sunday. After Sunday, gone forever. You cannot get it from me. You can get it from someone else. Go get it from whoever, I don't know. But you cannot get it from me after Sunday, okay? So if you comment integrity down there, then I'll get in touch. I'll give you the details. Make sure you grab it. If you have convinced yourself, I'm not here to convince you. If you have convinced yourself that this is what you want, this is what you need, grab it. Otherwise, it's gone. Okay? Guys, that's pretty much it. Go ahead. And if you're watching this from, I'm also going to put the link of the LinkedIn post. So go and click on that LinkedIn post and go comment there. Okay? Now, no excuses of, I don't have a LinkedIn. Well, if you don't have a LinkedIn, then your brand is going to suffer. Because be realistic, people will check your LinkedIn. They will. Okay? So if you don't have a LinkedIn, go create one. Create a LinkedIn, click on the damn link, comment, I'll be in touch. Okay? That's pretty much it. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.